Arlo and the Silver Seed. In the busy town of Pennyweight, a young boy named Arlo loved to search for lost treasures. One sunny Tuesday, tucked deep inside a dusty old jar, he found something truly special, a rare silver seed coin. It shimmered with a cool, bright light that seemed to pulse like a tiny heartbeat. Arlo's eyes widened with excitement. In Pennyweight, a silver seed coin was enough to buy the most magnificent thing in the toy shop. Arlo hurried down the cobblestone street toward the town market. He could already imagine the whirring sound of the turbo top that Mrs. Gable sold at her shop. 1 silver seed coin for the fastest top in the world, Mrs. Gable called out, spinning a colorful toy on the counter. Arlo reached into his pocket, his fingers closing around the cold metal, ready to trade his treasure for a morning of fun. Before Arlo could place the coin on the counter, a tall shadow fell across the shop door. It was Grandpa Silas, the wisest gardener in the valley. "Wait a moment, Arlo," he said, leaning on his wooden walking stick. "That coin is a seed for your future. You can have a toy that breaks today, or you can grow a fortune for tomorrow." "If I spend it, it's gone forever," Arlo realized, looking down at the shiny coin. Grandpa Silas nodded slowly. "But if you plant it in the saving soil and care for it, your coin will work for you. It will grow into something much bigger than a single toy." Arlo looked at the glittering toys on the shelves, then at the bright, open meadow that stretched out beyond the town. Arlo decided to be patient. Instead of staying at the shop, he followed Grandpa Silas to the edge of the meadow. He found a spot where the sun stayed longest and the earth felt warm. Using a small garden trowel, Arlo carefully dug a hole in the rich soil. He made a quiet promise to be patient and tucked the silver seed coin into the ground. The weeks went by, and sometimes it was hard for Arlo to wait. He saw his friends racing their new kites and sharing bags of peppermint sticks from Mrs. Gable's shop. One afternoon, Mrs. Gable even held up a shiny blue bicycle as Arlo walked past. "Are you sure you don't want to spend your savings, Arlo?" the shopkeeper asked with a friendly wink. One morning, Arlo and Grandpa Silas visited the meadow together. A tiny, bright silver sprout had poked its head through the dark soil. "Look!" Arlo shouted, jumping for joy. "It's starting!" Grandpa Silas smiled and patted Arlo's shoulder. "That is your investment growing, Arlo. You didn't just save your money, you put it to work." The seasons changed, and the sprout grew into a sturdy, shimmering tree. Arlo watered it every day and made sure the grass around it stayed neat. Soon, the little tree did something miraculous. On its silver branches, 3 new silver seed coins began to grow. Arlo's single coin had turned into 3. "Now you see," Grandpa Silas said as he watched Arlo carefully gather the new coins. "Because you were patient and cared for your seed, you have more than you started with. You can spend 1 coin on your toy, save 1 for an emergency, and plant the last one to grow even more." Arlo realized he would never have to worry about an empty pocket again. Arlo saw his friend Leo sitting on a bench, looking sadly at a broken toy and an empty wallet. Arlo smiled and handed Leo one of his new silver seed coins. "Don't spend it yet, Leo," Arlo said kindly. "Let me show you where to plant it so it can grow into a future of your own."